Hello, listeners. Welcome to today's episode of the Outfield Show Stream, where all the cricket is condensed in a podcast and brought straight to you. On Triumphant Tuesday today, we'll be celebrating an inspirational story from the world of cricket. But before we jump into today's episode, don't forget to subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Turn on those notifications for regular updates on upcoming content. You can also follow us on Instagram at the Outfield Show Stream if you enjoy listening to us. Let's get straight into today's episode of Triumphant Tuesday. Today's episode is a bit different to say the least. It's not about a cricketer per se, but it's about someone who works behind the scenes in the world of cricket. He makes our games more enjoyable to watch. As cricket fans, he's given us memories which will stay in our minds forever. He makes our games more dramatic to watch. He adds that element of fun in our games. And without his storytelling, our games would be incomplete. Yes, you might have guessed it by now. I'm talking about none other than Harsha Bhogle, the voice of Indian cricket. If you think being a cricketer is hard, well, being a commentator who's not been a cricketer before is also equally hard. Let's revisit this story on how Harsha Bhogle made it to the top. Harsha Bhogle was born on the 19th of July in 1961 in Hyderabad to a Marathi-speaking family. Harsha Bhogle has cemented his place as one of the most prolific Indian commentators in the global cricket broadcasting industry and is also known as the voice of cricket. He's also served as the board of directors at the IIM Udaipur. Well, IIM and Harsha Bhogle, what would have been the connection? Well, cricket was never on the cards for Bhogle. Harsha Bhogle was a smart man and was a part of an educated family of professors, his mother Shalini Bhogle being a psychology professor and his father A.D. Bhogle was a French professor. He did his schooling from the Hyderabad Public School and he also earned a B.Tech in Chemical Engineering in subsequent years from Osmania University's College of Technology. Mohammad Azharuddin was one of Harsha's batchmates over here. And this is where Harsha took to playing cricket for his university in Division A tournaments, notably the Rohinton Billa tournament. But he represented his university in these tournaments as a mere hobby. Later on, he received his MBA from the IIM Institute in Ahmedabad, which is India's most recognized and prestigious business school. Harsha kept getting accolades in life through his education, but cricket was still a far-fetched goal. Bhogle never thought of making a career in cricket, but since his childhood, he had the ability to read the game really well. He was spruce and quick-witted. He'd always been a knowledgeable man, and that took Harsha Bhogle to All India Radio just at the age of 19. How? He had submitted a cassette of him commentating in a university game to All India Radio. Mr. Baveja, the then director of the radio, heard his cassette and loved his work, which allowed him to commentate at a Ranji Trophy game. He worked with the radio for almost 8 years, and that made him shrewd in judgment and a veteran of calling on the game. His stint with the All India Radio also gave him an opportunity at Doordarshan. Hyderabad then used to be a small city and almost everyone knew each other. And that is how he landed his commentary services at a few more companies. A young Harsha learned at an early age and started writing a few columns in a lot of newspapers. Though there was a time he was stuck as well. After his MBA at the IIM Ahmedabad, he landed a job with an ad agency where he worked for 2 years. He was confused on whether he's going with the right path. But then he moved on to another sports management company and there his love affair with the game rekindled. Having an experience of almost 10 years in commentary, he asked one of his journalist friend in Australia to find him a commentating job down under. His friend set him up with the team of ABC Broadcasting. And remember, there were no emails at that time. So he faxed to ABC Broadcasting and couriered them a cassette. ABC decided to hire Bhogle for one test match, the first ever Indian commentator to do so, but they did not pay him, citing he was a visiting commentator. This happened in 1991-92 when Bhogle was around 29 to 30 years old. But Bhogle did not have the money to go to Australia. And even if he managed to find the money to go to Australia, he was wondering on how he would manage his expenses there. So he wrote ghost articles from Australia for 14 hours a day and managing the time difference, sent them back to India so they could be published in the morning newspapers. That's how he managed his expenses. Luckily, people in Australia weren't used to Indian accents back then. And after all, no Indian commentators ever traveled to Australia back then. Therefore, one of Australia's polls awarded him the sexiest voice in cricket commentary. And from there on, there was no looking back for Harsha. Harsha Bhogle has also been the center of a lot of controversies. And being an outsider in that commentary box full of cricketers doesn't help either, where a lot of cricketers still question his existence in that commentary box without having prior cricketing background. And the best defense which cricketers give when they don't agree with Harsha's point of view is that he hasn't played the game. Well, all of these controversies expanded in 2016 when Harsha Bhogle was sacked from BCCI's commentary team. It all started back in 2014 when Bhogle interviewed Murli Vijay during the tour in Australia. Vijay got out after scoring 53 runs and was immediately asked by Harsha whether he felt bad for not getting a century on that wicket. And to make it worse, it was in front of the camera. Vijay was furious with this question. Though he did not lash out on Bhogle at camera, he later complained about the same. Scroll forward 2 years, this happened in one of the games in the IPL where he had to pass the president's box to go to the English commentary box from the Hindi commentary box. But he was stopped and wasn't allowed to enter that box, and Shashank Manohar, the then director of BCCI, came to know this, and he did not like this behavior from Harsha, which also didn't work in Bhogle's favor. Also in the World T20 series, the World T20 Cup, which West Indies won in 2016 in India, Harsha, while commentating, said that Kohli was playing more shots than he scored runs. Kohli scored 24 runs in that match, where India managed to tip Bangladesh by a gut-wrenching match. The Indian skipper wasn't happy about those comments, and he asked Bhogle why he made those kind of comments. Bhogle tried to explain himself, but he couldn't calm the angry Virat Kohli. And the last nail was a Twitter saga between him and Bollywood superstar Amitabh Bachchan. Amitabh tweeted, "With all due respects, it would be really worthy of an Indian commentator to speak more about our players than others all the time." Fuel was added to the fire when Indian captain MS Dhoni, along with many other fans, retweeted the same. His contract with Star Sports then hit a bump and it was never renewed. He did make a comeback later on in 2020, but things soared in the test match, the day-night test match between Bangladesh and India, the first ever. He was commentating with Sanjay Manjrekar, where he just questioned on the visibility of the pink ball. Sanjay Manjrekar very rudely on live commentary said that that's the problem of people who haven't played the game. They don't know about the visibility of the ball. So Harsha has had a lot of speed breakers in his career. But that's Harsha Bhogle for you. he kept making those comebacks, and through his comebacks, he's worked with the ABC Radio Grandstand. He's worked for 8 years with the BBC as a part of their commentary team in the 1996 and 1999 World Cup. In 1995, he presented live cricket from all over the world for ESPN Star Sports and also was a part of a few good men commentary team that included the likes of Ravi Shastri, Sunil Gavaskar, Alan Wilkins, and Navjot Singh Sidhu. He covered the 2011-12 series in Australia solely for ABC Radio. Bhogle has been covering all Indian Premier League seasons since 2009. He was also the advisor for the Mumbai Indians in 2008. He expanded his online presence hosting Out of the Box with Harsha Bhogle on YouTube, and he's also authored a number of books including the biography of Mohammad Azharuddin and a collection of columns in the Indian Express. In 2019, he was given the seat in commentary by Ian Bishop to conduct the final interviews when Sachin Tendulkar played his final test. He and his wife Anita Bhogle have written a book titled The Winning Way based on business knowledge drawn from the sporting world. He's also authored a biography of Mohammad Azharuddin, and owing to his personal life, Bhogle is married to Anita, his classmate from IIMA, and the couple live in Mumbai with their children Chinmay and Sachit. The couple run a sports-based communication consultancy called ProSearch. That's the journey of Harsha Bhogle. Hope you enjoyed today's episode. Thank you for tuning in to today's episode of Triumphant Tuesday. We hope you enjoyed today's episode, and for more such content, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and YouTube. The links are mentioned in the description below. See you tomorrow with an episode of Wednesday Wisdom. Until then, see ya.